Dan Koe made $7 million from his personal brand, and in this video, I'm going to be breaking down his funnel to show you how we get traffic. You can convert them to make this kind of money every single year. Without wasting much time, let's get straight into it. So, first thing, which is common amongst all the videos I've made, I talk about the three-step process to getting and converting your leads. I call them the GEC process, and it starts with, of course, getting high quality traffic into his funnel. Then next is educating interested leads, then converting them. It's as simple as that. You get this lead, you educate them, then you convert them. So starting first, we're going to start with the traffic because traffic is the most important thing, like you would know in a funnel. Maybe not the most important, but one of the most important. One of the most important. Because if you don't get your traffic right, then probably only you and your friends will know about your product. That's if your friends will even know. And once you're building your product, the first thing you want to get that right. Because if you get traffic right, even if your traffic is not the best of traffic, or you didn't even get the best of product, as long as traffic is coming in, you're going to make money from your product. I don't care how bad the product is. As long as you're getting traffic in, you're going to make money. So now that you understand that, he gets traffic from almost everywhere, but his main source is Twitter. So he starts with Twitter, and so I'm going to go through every single social media platform that he uses to generate traffic, starting with X. So on Twitter, if you follow Danko on Twitter, you learn that on his Twitter, he shares both long and short form tweets. He adds call to action to most of them. So he's always selling in every of his content, and at least most of his content, you know, all. Then, of course, he makes more of short form tweets because that's how you get engagement on X. Funny enough, when you make this short tweet that people can relate to, it goes viral and people like screenshot and share across. Then he tweets either personal or things related to writing. If you know Danko, then you know Danko is writing. That's what he's known for. That's his brand. The next is his YouTube, which is like the main source of traffic. I think he has almost a million subscribers. YouTube, I would say, is his main source, right? Even though I think it's the second largest platform. And on YouTube, he shares both short and long form videos, and he brings high value guests for his podcast. Right? The content is usually around writing and psychology of building a business. And if you look at his content, let me get my pen. He has 44 minutes, 44, almost an hour, almost 2 hours, then 25 minutes. The good thing about these long form videos is that these are the videos that actually convert. These are the videos that make people buy from you, right? Not even the short term, because there's no way somebody will sit down and watch you for almost 2 hours or 1 hour without getting to know, like, and trust you. Or at least they'll feel something. Even if they don't like you, at least they'll feel something about you that will make them take an action. Either not follow you again or become a good or die-hard fan of you and your work. Then moving on, yeah, like I said earlier, of course, you need the long form video for your audience to know, like, and trust you. That is, of course, how you get to convert. And if you look at almost all of his videos, you see he has these links. Yeah, the blog, the course writing notes, which is a tool by that he builds, which is how most people make most of the gurus you see make money today. They go from an agency to having a digital product then to software, which is the part that he's taking as well. Next is community. So basically he just sells on almost all of his videos. He's actively selling. And next is his LinkedIn, where he has almost 160,000 followers at the time I'm making this video. And here he shares almost similar things to what he shares on Twitter, but more of screenshots. If you follow him on LinkedIn, you see the kind of content he shares, and they are usually motivational posts and, of course, guides on building businesses. That's like the center of the content. You also share psychology of growth and other good stuff around building business, and, of course, core of it all, which is writing. And I mean, you cannot sit down and not think of writing. So now here on Instagram, he shares more of psychology of growth and being efficient. Uh, he adds CTU in most of his videos, right? So what he does is always sending you to his main landing page, right? Which is which I'll kind of talk about that as we proceed. Then next is TikTok. It does almost similar to what he does on Instagram, still making short videos where he makes these videos. Most of the short form videos here are personal, like short clips, while then the other side is I mean, he has, I think, let's say 60% short clips, and 40% with distribution. Right. So that which is means he cuts clips from his YouTube and share them here. The next is podcast, which is another good form to get tap into other people's audience. All right. So when you go on his podcast, he brings some of your audience to him, and when he goes on yours as well, he brings some of your audience to his platform. So either way, he gets people gets new people get to know him and come into his ecosystem, which is what I think you should do if you are trying to build an audience to buy your product. Right. So of course, he cares for quality over quantity. So his content actually niched. He does most majorly middle of funnel content, not even the high. Because so there are three kinds of content when you're selling a product. That the top of funnel, the middle of funnel, or the bottom of funnel. Top funnel is when you make general content, ones that can go viral and get different kind of people into your ecosystem. All right. While the middle of funnel is when you start making content that related to what you're selling. Right, people that get to consume this content have an idea of what you do. They already know you to an extent, but maybe not like and trust you enough to buy from you. But you're not serving the general public anymore. And by when you're talking to people that are ready to buy, they now know, like, and trust you. They're waiting for that trigger to buy from you. So that's what he does. Usually middle of funnel and bottom of funnel content. So he gets people that come to his ecosystem. Majority of them convert, but without running any ads. They come already knowing who he is, and if they are staying to buy sometime in the future. So so that, yeah, of course, it's quality over quantity. The next, of course, his core is writing, right? He builds everything. When you hear his name, you just know he's writing. Then he shares, which is something that you want to be the personal brand. If it's for what he's done, he's focused more on writing. So everything he's done, he's been around writing. So he shares about his new angles, being a solopreneur and being a personal brand. Then every piece of content is a sales letter. Either he shares as a tweet or it's recorded. It's a sales letter, and this is something he wants to do at some point. Which is why, and the good thing about this is you don't have to have a big audience to actually convert like he does, because the kind of people you're ecosystem are people that are already that want what you're giving. Right? It's not just anybody. At this point, if you go viral, you're making block, all right. Compared to people that make the general content, when they go viral, they bring in different kind of people that most likely will never even buy or are not even interested in their kind of product. Then next, after traffic, the next thing you want to do is educate your leads. So it's not enough to just get these people in. You need to educate them. You need to warm them up to buy, to get to know you and buy from you. Because if you get them and you don't educate them enough, I'm sorry, you're going to just waste those leads. So how does he educate them? First thing, he used to have a free course, but he's taking that out. I believe it's strictly business now. I mean, like I told you, he sells on almost everything. Then next year, he gives them lead, promise them a lead for them to, of course, subscribe and get to join his newsletter. Then, of course, he has a blog where he's sharing his beliefs, and of course, when you come around, you know what it stands for. You just get to like read more of it and get more value from him. Then one way, like I told you, that he took out to get things like this, to add more source to this, is actually like creating a free course. When people take a free course and it helps them, they are most likely would buy from you in the future. They're inclined to want to pay you back by buying from you. Then next is, of course, his newsletter. He's going to like keep sending you letters. I mean, warming you up to buy actually. Then of course his YouTube. Like I said, they are all VSLs. He creates all types of content. Top of funnel. He does top of funnel, but not usual. Not most. Doesn't do so much of it. It's usually more of middle of funnel and bottom of funnel. And like I said, all of these links too are also there. So there's no way you consume his content across this board and not trust it or want to or be compelled to want to buy from Dan Koe. It's almost not possible. You definitely buy at some point. There's this to search by Google. This I think it's 7-Eleven, something around the number, that says you need you need 7 hours consuming content across 11 touch points or thereabout to buy from someone. Although it could be reduced, but there's no way somebody would contact you across for 7 hours across 11 different touch points and not, I mean, want to pull out their card for you. So the next, after you've of course educated your leads, is to convert these interested leads, because if you are getting these leads and you're not converting them, then you're wasting your time. All your efforts, I would say, they are almost in vain. Let me make this bigger. I'm not sure why it's small. They are almost in vain. So you want to, of course, convert your leads. So how does he convert these leads? So Dan Koe, like I told you earlier, he has 3 points: his book, his courses, and his software. So all of this traffic are always coming down to these 3 points. They are spreading across these 3 points. And of course, you upsell some of them, and some of them are just like around. You can buy whichever one you want to go for straight up without going through the ladder, any ascension ladder or something like that. First is his book, and the good thing about him selling the book is he pushes this more on X, actually, his book, and he builds authority. Of course, he builds authority, and it's a way to get first time buyer because I think it's just $27 on Amazon. Let me use my, yeah, $27 on Amazon, and of course it's low priced, so you can just swipe and just get it. Then, yeah, of course, can be bought straight up. You showcase core value that makes people more interested. I mean, you're selling a book. People that sell book are seen as intelligent people, right? Then they get a taste learning from you. They get to get an idea of how you think, and most likely they like it. They will most time if you did a good job writing the book. Then they will want to buy more from you afterwards. So next is after the book, which of course then you get an email that links you. I mean, sorry, no, you don't get an email actually. The book is on Amazon, so it's a separate product. Then next, when you land on his page, you still get introduced to most of his products. One of them is the one person business, which he sells for $99, $100 basically. Then he has the one for monetize your skill set with a knowledge product. Now, one thing you need to know, all of his products here are about writing. They are all different touch points or areas to sell his writing skill, or rather, around you being a better writer. And the next is learn the AI proof skill for digital. I think this talks about being a creative, how to write it. So he says the implement this is called a 2 hour content ecosystem, more about writing as a business. All right. So now on his landing page, which is something he did a very good job with. All right. He I'm going to go through this landing page, show you what he did that are really cool. So on the landing page, he did something very good. He has top recommendations across the page. So the first one on this page is he has one by let me see the name again. Yeah, Tim Denning, which is a very big brand. All right, and of course, it's something you should do on your page too. You want to get top recommendation. You're going to help people trust you. Then next, of course, like I said he has a good landing page for his course. One of them is this one, the AI proof writing skill for digital economy with 13,000 students. 13K students is no jokes actually. The landing page prints so well. The number says it all. Then here in the landing page, he speaks about the importance of writing, which is what he's known for, and he continues to show a few proof of results here on this particular section. As you can see, he's showing more proof as he talks about the importance of writing, right, which is something you want to do on your landing page. You can go through this to get more idea. Then next is he talks about, yeah, it always done on the process of writing. Still not talking about the offer. He has another important section, which is the recommendation by a top voice, Justin Welsh. This is something if you know anybody that has that's a top voice, you want to have them as a recommendation on your product. So this is one. All right, this is one, and this is two. Then this is three on the same landing page. So he just breaks them up once he goes through one very good section where you should do something to your mind, and you maybe begin to have doubt. You see on that top voice again that brings you back, into the sale, and so it just gets going like that. Then of course another top voice, which then before it then goes down to the offer, where he has just $150. He's not trying to even do too much to to get you to buy it, or he's not doing any. I think he used to have multiple offers, yeah, multiple pricing, but I think now he has just one. So of course, after the offer, he has his FAQ, and one way I say should do FAQ is we want to have these questions based off the most asked. Most asked means is the most pressing one, and is what people want. The new people that come most likely will also have these questions asked. Yeah, order list. I want to have your FAQ here. The one thing I'll do is I'll add an accord there and it should be closable, closed to an extent. But this is so good. I mean, they just continue reading and read and read and read till the last point. All right. Then I think one thing too that I think was not done here was a C call to action. I would say on the page you want to have either the top nav bar here fixed, and the button just at the top of it fixed. Like so, no matter where they scroll to, that button is already there, so they can always take action immediately. So I think that's it. Or okay, I think yeah, one more is software, yeah, which is practically I think it's more about how to write, right? It helps you with, if I'm not mistaken, better way to document, a unique way to document that is not. It's more like Notion, but more like a similar version of Notion where you don't have to do the whole crazy things of Notion. That's what the software is about, and it's I think it's quite a good idea by him. He's been in the writing space for a while, so he definitely knew what people wanted, and he built that for them. So, of course, he sell them into using his software as he consume his content, both free and paid. And it's easier with paid, and they'll have no issues going to use it because, and of course, once paid customers get to use this, I need to correct, once paid customers get to use this, get to buy your product, they've paid for your product before. It's easy for them to buy what it is you sell to them, which in this case, it's what he's selling here is a software product. So I hope you found value in this. So if you do, don't forget to like and subscribe. And of course, you could take this and go implement by yourself. Let me know if you need this particular file. I'm going to send it to you. All right. But if you are busy and you need someone to help you implement this in your info product business, I'm a guy. Just click the link below, the first link below, and schedule the call with me and my team, and I'm going to see how we can help you scale your info product business. And to meet next time, cheers.